Hi everyone, welcome to my tip number 1 on dealing with rapid change in your not-for-profit organisation. And before I get started on that, I think it's really important to clarify that there are some things you need to know and be clear about before you think about heading into dealing with this rapid change. And the first one is, as an organisation, first and foremost, you really need to be able to be clear on what your organisation's vision is and to have that vision shared with the people in your organisation. The second thing you really need to know as an organisation and be clear on is your purpose. What's the purpose for your organisation? Because when you know your purpose, then it makes the way you navigate and journey through change so much easier, because you're clear about what you stand for and what you're there to do and why you exist, that you can move through the change with that in mind at all times. The other thing in dealing with rapid change that I want you to know before I even get into the first tip is value. Know what value you're bringing to those you serve before you move into the change, and the value you're going to bring them after the change and through the change. Because when you know your value, then it also makes it easier to make those decisions on where you spend your resources moving through change, because you know what value you bring and where your value lies, and you can give that your attention. So those are some really quick tips, but that's not my tip of the month. So my first tip of the month when dealing with rapid change is identifying the critical elements. And by that I mean knowing what the things that you must get done, what are the must-dos, what are the things you must get done to honour your existing obligations. So during transitions of change in your systems, you often are using the old system and the new system at the one time, and you're trying to transition from one to the other. So when you know what your critical elements are, the things that you must do to honour your existing obligations and to honour the things that have to be done now, like service agreements, like reporting and things like that, then you know what you have to focus on. The second tip is clarify your future direction, and that comes back to that vision and purpose. Get really clear on where it is and what it is you want your organisation to look like and to do and to be in the change, and once you've moved through the change. Then I'd say have a look at what are the common activities to both the old or current system you're having to work under and the new system that you're having to move to. What are the common grounds? What are the commonalities? Because when you can identify those, then it helps you when you're planning how to spend your time and your resources moving through the change. And then finally, I would say in knowing the critical elements is go through a process of identifying 3 things. What is it that you as an organisation want to stop doing as you move through this change and get to the end of it? What are the things that you want to start doing? And finally, what are the things that you want to keep doing? And that's it. That's my first tip. It's all to do with knowing those critical elements. Have a great week. See you next time. Bye.